Good evening, everyone. Have you ever heard of impact? And today, I'm going to speak about the impact of technology on local communities. It started when I went back home and I told my family, I'm opening a new business. And they said, oh God, not again. It's the third or the fourth time. And I added, it being in travel. And they started imagining me that I'm going to have a camera, backpack, and even a terrible haircut, as you see. After that, in that time, I was working on my startups that was serving corporates. It was a good income. Also, at that time, I went in hiking in all of Jordan, from north to south, from east to west. I met new people, local guides, tasted local food, and discovered it in a different way. And it got me an idea. How can I support local communities? What's the way to benefit them? So a year later, I found my two business partners, and together we shared the same vision, and we created something called VAV. At the same time that we created this company, COVID hits, and guess what? Lockdown, and we are stuck. We cannot move. Did we stop? Of course not. We think in a different way. So we created something called virtual experiences. And from that area, when we went to create virtual experiences, we went globally the day one. We were able to connect people across the world, local businesses, through technology. We tried so many technologies, communication technologies, just to build an impact. We reached Thailand, India, Europe, and even Japan, where people can sit on their couches and discover places virtually, and they get ready for what's happening after the lockdown or after COVID. A year moving forward, things got better, and the lockdown went slowly on us. Then we said, it's time. We went back to the local community in Jordan. We went there. We didn't just ask them questions and tell them, what's your problem? What's your needs? No. We sat with them. We talked with them. We ate with them. We lived with them. And we saw how things are integrated. After that, we created so many experiences that connect them to the global world. So we started from global to local, then we need to take the local to the global part. There are so many stories that have been through the journey. And one of the most touching to me were Ahmed from Al-Karak. So we had a visit to Ahmed, and we sat with her, and we talked to her. So Ahmed is not a business owner, and she's not a tour guide. She's simply a mother that cooks at her home, a very delicious mansaf on wood, which is a bit different. So we asked a question, how we can make an impact out of her kitchen, how we can build a connection. And then we realized that we can build that by exposing it and telling a story for the global in a different way. So we sat with her, we designed the experience, we connected her, then we published her on our platform and distributed her on other platforms. And guess what? People from around the world passed by to Ahmed. They didn't just eat mansaf. They sat with her, cooked with her, shared stories. So her kitchen turned to a place where there is a connection and cultural exchange. Another great story that I went through was I was hiking in Ajloon. And while I'm hiking, I saw like an authentic house that overseeing the hills. I passed by that house, and there is a lady and her son. And she looked at me and told me, you look thirsty. Why you don't have a water and tea? Then I passed by. I sat with her. We talked and asked her how we can make an impact, make tourists visit your place, and you can give them an experience of the baking bread with the view. And she said, أهلا وسهلا فيكم بأي وقت. بيت بيتكم, which means in Arabic, you are more than welcome anytime. In English, you are more than welcome anytime. My house is their house. And this tells you the authentic Jordanian hospitality. We designed with her the experience. We created the content. We mapped the payment. We built everything, and it was distributed globally. And it was one of the most cultural experiences on our network that been visited at that time in a few months. Few challenges that we went through. For example, regulation. Sometimes the government loves us, and sometimes they want us, after us. And they are here, so most of the time with us. So at that time, there was no proper framework, no proper payment. Sometimes we had to pay for the local mini market, and they just send the money back to the people so we can confirm the booking. Moving forward, the result of all of this is 40% increase in income for local communities. Women-led business and initiatives got the most touristic attraction. Travelers felt more safe, felt more authentic, and as a result for the travelers, they felt like a local. They went back to their families with a story to tell. And for local communities, it was even much better. We helped them to accomplish their dreams. So one last thing I want to share with you. The equation is how to build impact using your tool in a destination. I used mine, how to build impact using technology, which is my tool, in local communities. So everyone here can build impact in Jordan and around the world. So build your equation and build it in a way that you can make an impact. Thank you.